Hello everyone, my name is Alana. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like. Up in Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 9, The Big Bang Theory provided the answer to Sheldon's most pressing query. Following its winter hiatus, CBS prequel spin-off returns with an episode that carries on Sheldon's quest to obtain his grant database project. East Texas Tech's interference forces the socially awkward genius to fundraise on his own, which entails presenting the project to potential investors. In Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 4, after his massive presentation, Sheldon poses an annoyed question, to which the Big Bang Theory has offered a solution. Georgie's pregnancy news brought a lot of changes to the Cooper family, which impacted the boy genius in both good and bad ways. His fear of the future led to the most significant TBBTs in Young Sheldon Season 5, the appearance of his first Flash shirt. Since then, Sheldon has overcome that phobia, but he now has to deal with a new issue as he finds it difficult to carry out what could be a highly profitable enterprise for him. Related, George's cheating scandal was covertly set up by Young Sheldon Season 6. He is forced to look out funders on his own after East Texas is excluded from funding his grant database project. Unfortunately, due to his age, no one would take him seriously, even though he has stated time and time again that he is a genius. In an attempt to look older, Sheldon asks Mary how long it will take for him to grow a mustache because he is frustrated with the entire procedure. The Big Bang Theory Season 3 has already addressed this issue when he debuted facial hair following 3 months of his Arctic adventure with Leonard, Howard, and Raj. His mother doesn't have a response to this during the events of the Young Sheldon Season 6 winter premiere. The boys return from their 3-month journey to the North Pole in the episode, The Electric Kin Opener Fluctuation of the Big Bang Theory. They were all sporting thick beards, included Sheldon, whose beard resembled Spock's in the Mirror universe of Star Trek, the original series. Curiously, Sheldon's facial hair was the least bushy of all his friends, indicating that his hair grows more slowly than theirs. In any case, Sheldon's question regarding how long it will take him to grow a mustache in Young Sheldon is satisfactorily addressed by their Arctic experience in the Big Bang Theory. Unfortunately, the socially awkward genius problem won't be resolved by sporting a mustache, as he did on the Big Bang Theory. Sheldon is unquestionably poorer on TBD than in Young Sheldon, which raises the likelihood that he will behave appropriately when fundraising. However, he just doesn't have the capability to be an effective negotiator, not because he can be rude, but because he's too young to handle the matter. Negotiating a multi-million project demands a special set of skills. So while he and Dr. Sturgis may have found a financier, Sheldon's best bet is to recruit someone who can effectively sell the idea to investors while also advocating for its sake. You won't believe how Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 9's big question was answered in The Big Bang Theory. The worlds of Young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory have always been intricately connected, but Season 6, Episode 9 of Young Sheldon takes things to a whole new level. For years, fans have been buzzing with questions about Sheldon Cooper's early life and how it shapes the brilliant, sometimes frustrating, physicist we see in The Big Bang Theory, TBBT. Well, that big mystery we've all been waiting for, it's finally been answered, and it's more mind-blowing than you could ever imagine. The question that's been on everyone's mind, for fans of The Big Bang Theory, the idea of Sheldon's younger years has always been a point of intrigue. In TBBT, Sheldon occasionally hints at moments from his childhood, but it's always been done in such a way that left us wondering. What happened during those early years that helped turn Sheldon into the quirky genius we know and love? Young Sheldon has been giving us snippets of Sheldon's upbringing, but it was clear that some major pieces were still missing from the puzzle. Question that's been nagging fans for quite some time. How did Sheldon go from being a child prodigy in Texas to a socially awkward genius who struggled with friendships in The Big Bang Theory? We've always wondered what made Sheldon who he is, why he's so brilliant yet so emotionally distant and eccentric. And then, in Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 9, everything clicked. The groundbreaking reveal in Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 9. In this pivotal episode, viewers finally get a glimpse into the emotional catalyst that shaped Sheldon's future personality in ways we've never seen before. The episode delves deep into Sheldon's complex relationship with his family, specifically his bond with his twin sister, Missy. Throughout Young Sheldon, we've seen how much Sheldon's family dynamic impacts him. But in this episode, we learn a stunning secret that explains Sheldon's emotional detachment and the way he later approaches relationships. The game-changing moment? The episode reveals a crucial event that happens when Sheldon is just a bit older, one that would eventually become a turning point in his development. The moment that alters Sheldon's worldview forever is a deep, emotional moment that brings Sheldon and Missy closer than ever, but also permanently changes the way Sheldon views the world around him. While Missy grows more emotionally aware, Sheldon, due to his intellectual abilities, struggles to process emotions the way others do. This event forces Sheldon to become more isolated and more immersed in his intellect, something that carries over into his adult years, as we see in The Big Bang Theory. But here's the kicker. This moment is teased in The Big Bang Theory seasons ago, and fans never realized it. Sheldon had alluded to the painful experience of growing apart from Missy during his formative years, but never gave specifics. In Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 9, that story is fully revealed, and it's exactly what fans had speculated. How The Big Bang Theory set the stage for this revelation. Here's where things get wild. The Big Bang Theory fans might recall an episode where Sheldon mentions how his sister, Missy, seemed to have a better grasp on emotional intelligence, while Sheldon was often left in the dust. There were subtle references throughout TBBT that pointed to Sheldon's strained relationship with his twin sister. But the real turning point for Sheldon came long before the events we saw on screen. Remember those offhand comments Sheldon would make about his family and the difficulties he had with social interactions as a child? Those weren't just random thoughts. Those were clues to the emotional trauma Sheldon experienced. And now, in Young Sheldon, we get the full picture. In the same way that The Big Bang Theory often dropped little Easter eggs about Sheldon's past that didn't fully make sense until later, Young Sheldon has been masterfully intertwining its plotlines with TBBT's long-established history. The connection between the two shows has always been there, but this particular moment ties everything together in a way that has fans going wild. What this means for Sheldon's character arc. So what does this all mean for Sheldon's overall character development in The Big Bang Theory? For one, it sheds light on why Sheldon has such difficulty understanding human emotions and relationships as an adult. The deep emotional rift he experienced as a child between himself and Missy, along with his inability to truly process these feelings, set the stage for the emotionally stunted adult we see in TBD. This revelation helps explain why Sheldon so often comes off as distant or indifferent when it comes to friendships, relationships, and even his interactions with his friends in Pasadena. It's not just that Sheldon is socially awkward or odd. It's that he was deeply hurt by an event in his childhood that shaped the way he relates to the world. This trauma, in combination with his unmatched intellect, made it difficult for Sheldon to connect with others, even though he deeply craved these connections. It's an incredibly poignant moment that adds depth to Sheldon's character arc, and it's a brilliant way for young Sheldon to finally address and close one of the longest-running mysteries in the Big Bang Theory franchise. Fans are going nuts over this revelation. The response from fans has been nothing short of ecstatic. Social media has been ablaze with reactions, with fans poring over every detail of the episode, rewatching The Big Bang Theory to spot all the clues they missed, and debating the emotional depth of Sheldon's backstory. Some fans have even pointed out how this new information reshapes their understanding of Sheldon's character and how it makes his eventual growth and relationships in TBD even more heart-wrenching. For years, The Big Bang Theory presented Sheldon as a fully formed, complicated character, but young Sheldon has been steadily filling in the blanks piece by piece. And this episode, it's the biggest revelation yet, answering a question fans have had for over a decade. What's next for Sheldon? Now that this major question has been answered, fans are wondering what's next for Sheldon in the final seasons of Young Sheldon. Will we see even more connections to TBBT that shed light on the adult Sheldon we know? How will Sheldon continue to evolve as he gets older? And what other pivotal moments from his childhood will impact his future behavior? As always, Young Sheldon continues to surprise us with its depth and heart, making us fall even more in love with Sheldon Cooper and the characters around him. And if this latest revelation is any indication, we're in for even more shocking and emotional moments as we approach the end of the series. So, what do you think of this mind-blowing revelation? Were you shocked to finally have this mystery solved?